What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a sneaker that quite possibly could be the sneaker of the year for yours truly, and I really don't like to say that or admit it, and let's find out why. Let's just rip the band-aid right off. This is the Nike Air Max 90 UO by GD, which unfortunately stands for University of Oregon Grateful Dead's. Oh man, where to start with this pair? So first things first, I just have to tell you guys, as a proud Washington Husky alum, you know I had to do the purple and gold right here. And the only place on this shoe that actually says University of Oregon that is visible is right here on this tongue, which of course I put that Grateful Dead enamel pin on top of, because come on, I cannot have any Oregon Duck fit on me at all. And yes, I understand this is a collab, but I just can't do it. As a proud Washington Husky, while I am so sad that we are not with Nike, and Oregon of course is where Nike is from, I just can't. So anyways, kill me if you must, Husky fans, but this sneaker is fire, and let's talk about why. First things first, as you can see directly over my shoulder, Grateful Dead has made some incredible collaborations with Nike. Some of my favorite sneakers that have ever dropped, to be totally honest with you, this pack right here. So when I heard that Grateful Dead was doing a collab, again, but with a Nike Air Max, oh man, and an Air Max 90, I was so pumped. And then I found out who the collab was with, and my heart sunk, I'm not gonna lie. And I'll be honest with you guys, I thought about purchasing this shoe just to take a video and returning it, but seeing this sneaker in hand, I just I can't do it. I absolutely love this pair, and let's talk about it. So first things first, the best part about this sneaker to me is Grateful Dead loves to do tie-dye. We've got tie-dye throughout this sneaker. We've got rainbows throughout this sneaker. You guys can see the stitching. The stitching is done in a rainbow colorway, which I think is so cool. They even have the stitching on the inside of the tongue, rainbow stitching. So to me, that looks very, very good. Yes, the dominant colors of the shoe are green and yellow, but green and yellow is also the colors of the Seattle Supersonics. Bring them back. So I'm just going to pretend that that's what this is. This is a collab with the Grateful Dead, Seattle Supersonics, and of course Washington Huskies. Now on the back, you're going to see right here, it does say Grateful Dead with their logo. The other shoe, I'm not going to show it, but it says, I think, Grateful Duck, whatever. Apparently the Grateful Dead had a big time performance in 1990 at Eugene at the University of Oregon, and that is what inspired this collaboration. So dope, love it, get it, super cool. But again, only person that I rep for the University of Oregon is my guy Keenan Howery, legendary wide receiver special teams guy. So shout out to my guy Keenan. Our insoles, oh boy, that's where the ducks are, right? That's where they are. It also comes with a duck keychain. Again, very cool, but yeah, nah. This, unfortunately for me, just goes a little bit too far into the University of Oregon realm, so probably sell that on eBay. It does come with 5 extra sets of laces because it was originally laced with white with Grateful Dead lace tips, and then the yellow, and then I purchased the purple pair, of course, that you guys see right here. The air pockets are painted. I know that this is something that Nike has done with a couple of their collabs. To be totally honest with you, not a huge fan. I know that Travis Scott on the Air Max 1 also had this exact same air bubble. I don't know, not my thing. You've got the weathered bottom here. My assumption is that based off of the fact that the show was probably an outdoor concert, and you know, Eugene is filled with hippies, the perfect spot for a Grateful Dead show. So my guess is that that's what this is based off, just that used look on the bottom of the Air Max 90. Again, the stitching in rainbow looks fantastic. It's probably not going to show as well on camera. I'm going to try my best, but it just looks so good in hand. And it's something that I didn't realize was going to look that good until I actually saw this pair. We've got Nike Air Max on the tongue here. It never rains, which that could kind of be a Seattle thing, right? We've got a lot of ducks in Seattle, not the Oregon types, but that's okay. Everything else about this is a really cool tribute to the Grateful Dead when it comes to, just like the Dancing Bear SBs that I have, we've got the cutout across the swoosh. The swoosh is done in like a carpet fabric, looks really, really cool. And we've got, of course, the tie-dye, like I had mentioned before, that goes throughout the entirety and just looks really, really clean. All right, so I said I wasn't going to show you, but I'll show you. Here is the Grateful Duck logo. Again, looks pretty cool, but yeah, nah, man. It's pretty sick, but it's, you know. Anyways, and then of course, this insole will never see the light of day. So it's the only time you're going to see it from me, Grateful Dead, as well as the University of Oregon logos right there. I'm probably going to get a Washington Husky pin to replace this Grateful Dead one, as I took this from my green and blue SB Dancing Bears. Again, it never rains right here. And outside of that, everything else on this actual sneaker is the same. Would I consider this a premium release? Originally, yes. I thought this was going to be super limited, just like these SBs behind me. And that was not the case. Now, they are limited, and I know that the Air Max 90 has not been a very hyped sneaker, kind of like Dunk SBs, but I did think that these were going to go for probably at least $700 to $800. And I'm not going to lie, before these actually had a shock drop on the sneakers app, they were sitting at about $800 to $1,000 for my size, a size 12. And I thought, man, maybe I'll just put in a bid at $450 on StockX and see what happens. And I hit. And I was like through the roof about it, because I thought, okay, when these show up, if I don't like them, I can definitely get some money back, right? I could probably flip them for $650, $700. And then there was a shock drop on the Nike sneaker app, which I did not even know about until I got back to my phone later that day, and the price had plummeted for resale. I think they were sitting at like $180 to maybe $225. They have gone to about $250 now, I want to say, which isn't bad, but it's just a bummer. And I guess this is what I get, right? Being a Washington Husky, purchasing a sneaker that is based off of the University of Oregon. So I guess that's my tax, right? As being a Husky fan. Again, I'm constantly going to cover up that U of O. I'm constantly going to have purple and yellow. I'm constantly going to make sure that I do not ever mention who this actually is. People that know, they're going to know. That's fine. This is probably going to end up in my end of year video for my top sneaker purchases, potentially at number one. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But what's your guys' thoughts on these? If you're a Husky, don't kill me, don't flame me. If you're a Duck, you're probably going to flame me. That's fine. It's like, is this something that you guys want to add to your collection for parties that hold no allegiance to either school? Is this something that you think is worth paying about $250 for? Are you a fan of the Nike Air Max 90? Are you a fan of the Grateful Dead? Are you a fan of just really hyped sneakers? Let me know in the comments. Tell me if this is in your list for the top sneakers of the year. I appreciate you guys. Peace and love as always.